Hi, I'm Erik Linask here in the TMC newsroom, coming to you from San Jose, California this week. I'm talking with Sonal Puri. She's the Vice President of Marketing and Sales at Aryaka. Welcome, thank you for joining me.
Thank you, Erik.
So I thought a good place to start would be to give us an update, or overview, a brief overview of the company, and we'll go from there.
Sure. So Aryaka's cloud-based WAN optimization is predominantly where we position ourselves. We've been around since 2008, launched last year in September. TMC actually covered us extensively along with a lot of other media. And for the last 10 months or so, it's pretty much been execution mode in terms of marketing the product, getting the information out there, and selling, getting customers on board.
So how has the explosion of cloud communications and cloud computing really enabled you to drive that success?
Great. So Aryaka was predominantly created to provide enterprises with WAN optimization by connecting up enterprises, especially in the mid-market and the small, medium businesses, a range of the market that was in the past outside the realm of this particular technology. So the adoption of traditional WAN optimization, which is more appliance-enabled, was about 5% of the total market. And we were created to make it more simple and more affordable for companies of all sizes. So that's where we started off. When we came out in the market, talking to customers and getting to work with them, we realized that the WAN has pretty much been replaced. The traditional WAN has been replaced by this new WAN with no boundaries. So you've now got your traditional enterprise that has headquarters and branch offices, but is now expanding into the cloud. So cloud services, whether you're talking about private or public clouds or hybrid clouds, or you're talking about on-demand applications or on-demand portals or commission tracking in the cloud or CRM in the cloud or ERP in the cloud, whether it's private or public. So the whole world is kind of moving into this meshed environment, and the emerging enterprise is not your traditional headquarters branch office anymore. It's very different. And that's why we realized that we are extremely unique. So we started off being unique as being the only company in the world that offers cloud-based WAN optimization. But we're also unique in the use case application of it is there's no other solution out there that can enable optimization to all cloud services, irrespective of their location around the world.
How, as a cloud-based provider, are you able to offer the same efficiency in terms of your service that the appliance-based vendors do?
So what I'd say is, it's not that we offer the same level of efficiency. In fact, the efficiency and the cost is 10x more than anything that the world has ever seen. So the way we look at it is the traditional enterprise went out and bought millions of dollars worth of CapEx, which is these appliances, and then they also spend $10,000, $20,000, $50,000 a month buying an MPLS network, because without the MPLS network, the appliances didn't run. The internet was not good enough for these appliances. They needed a perfect environment. And our solution kind of turns that model on its head and says, we have a global network that we've deployed around the world, which is the base for the delivery platform for our WAN optimization as a service. And that global network is around 25 points of presence around the world. The optimization software, which we've also built from the ground up to enable multiple customers out of each location, runs on that global network. So replacing out the appliance plus the MPLS network is now this service. And you get end-to-end visibility. But you get at a price point that's even half of MPLS alone, not counting the cost of the appliances. The whole point of coming to market was making it simpler and more affordable, which is why we created the solution. So coming back to the efficiency, it costs much less. It's easier to deploy. It gets people up and running in minutes. You don't have to wait for 6 months to 12 months for your MPLS provider to return your calls, let alone get you set up. Can give you connectivity to any part of the world, and it's really kind of makes it all pervasive.
What are the biggest shortcomings with regards to the WAN that create those inefficiencies or that require optimization?
So I would say a couple of things. One is the internet is not perfect, right? The applications that run between these enterprises were created to run on a LAN. When people started writing these applications in the 80s and 70s, they didn't realize that the workforce was going to become as distributed as it did. You were looking at one location, maybe two within the same area. So applications required to run on a LAN are now running on a WAN. And the WAN is not within a city or within a certain geography, it's across the world. So the applications now fall apart, they're extremely chatty. Combine that with the cost of keeping this global workforce connected, really inefficient across the board. So applications are starting to get a lot smarter, the networks are starting to get a lot better, but to bridge that entire gap is going to take a while, and we've kind of helped bridge it in a much faster, much affordable, much more straightforward way, so customers can just focus on their core business.
Excellent. Well, Sonal, thank you so much for joining me. It's been a pleasure talking to you, and good luck.
Thank you, Erik. Very nice to meet you.